This is Mukhtaar Waja. He's a master's student studying at the University of Witwatersrand. He has been a student for 6 years now. Everyone he knew in undergrad is now dead or married. This thought does not eat him alive. Mukhtaar is researching the relationship between climate and mental health, and he will explain it to anyone who speaks to him or asks him directions to the nearest bathroom. He doesn't usually shower with a shirt on. He's just shy. Every morning, Mukhtaar showers, shaves, and performs a third alliterative activity I can't mention. If you had to describe Mukhtaar in 3 words, you would struggle. Sorry. Every single day of Mukhtaar's life looks like this.
Wake up, relax, eat, cry, self-loathe, YouTube, Netflix, panic, wake up, relax, eat, cry, self-loathe, YouTube, Netflix, panic, wake up, relax, eat, cry.
This will be every day of his life. Every day of his life until... Guys, is this really how we're starting the video? It's a bit sad, isn't it? Oh, okay, just interrupt me. Roll the intro. Doesn't matter. I'm cool with that. Wow. Every day starts the same way. I wake up, check my emails, respond to my emails, and then go back to sleep. At some point, I will get out of bed and start my day properly. But that is not for a long while. Once out of bed, I immediately proceed to the shower, which is the best part of my day. Nice warm shower where I do all of my thinking, none of which is productive or useful to anyone in any way, but it's fun. It is very fun. Oh, I completely forgot. Welcome, good morning. Thank you for watching my day in a life vlog. Thank you for being with me. I know you're very excited. I want you to know that I am also very excited to have you here. I'm a big fan of you. And I know you're a big fan of me. You don't have to say it. But sorry, one more thing. Why do you want this? What do you get from this? Like watching me? Like what sick voyeuristic... I have cleaned up, groomed myself, and I look honestly not as different as I would have hoped. That is sad. Anyway, it's time for breakfast now. Breakfast for me is a very meditative time. It mostly involves me staring into the void, thinking about climate change and the future of the earth. I'm kidding. That's not true. What breakfast really entails for me is opening my work documents on my laptop, staring at the screen, thinking about the void, and contemplating my future. That's not a joke. That one's real. So I am currently working on my discussion chapter, which is a very exciting but not very easy chapter in the research paper writing process. It is where you have all of your findings, you have all of your data, you've analyzed all that data, and now you're discussing it, you're unpacking it, you're explaining why one variable might be significant, another variable might not be significant, and you're trying to form an argument from all of that. While doing that, you have to draw on previous research. You have to look at the literature on whatever topic you're studying. In my case, that's the relationship between climate and mental health. So I have to compare my research to other research, previous research, and try to make an argument out of that. Try to see where it lines up, where it contradicts, and yeah. I thought because this is a visual medium, it's a vlog, I'll try and find a more visually interesting way to show that. So I'm going to go buy some poster board, I'm going to buy some sticky notes, and we're going to mind map our way through this. You and me working together, hand in hand, side by side, on the floor. I'm going to do this on the floor. I don't know why I've decided to do this on the floor. I have a vague memory of my supervisor saying, to do this on the floor. So I'm going to blame her for this. I'm sorry, Jen. I'm blaming you for the floor time lapse you're going to get in a little bit. But for that time lapse, it's going to be a driving time lapse. That's my favorite kind of time lapse. I am filming this outside because it's a bit noisy inside my house. I've just finished my discussion chapter brainstorm chart poster thing, and I think it was actually very helpful, very useful in terms of working through, this type of work, because it's very visual, it's a bit more tactile, so it helps you figure out the structure, the content, how you're going to link different ideas together. I think it helps a lot more than just staring at a laptop screen, a bunch of paragraphs which you're constantly rearranging. I think it's much better. It's more engaging, really. So if you're interested, I recommend trying that. Sorry, I just got an email which I need to respond to. But yeah, I'll be actually writing my discussion chapter this evening because I am tutoring a practical this afternoon. So that's quite fun. I'm gonna be going through the students' assignments now, which they should have just submitted. Hopefully, they've all submitted, just to get an idea of where their strengths are, what they're struggling with, if they need help with anything, figure out where they are in the course. Mostly, it's to see if they're actually paying attention and doing the work. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna do that, have a quick lunch, and then run to campus. I feel like I am so bad with tone in emails. I feel like I always write, my emails come across to me in my mind as aggressively positive. And if you've ever received an email from me, you know what I'm talking about. I use a lot of exclamation marks, not multiple per sentence, just many sentences ending in an exclamation mark. Like I am excitedly shouting everything I say at you, you know? And I just wonder like what voice people hear when they read my emails. Like, I'm saying, I hope this email finds you in the best health of your life. I hope you just won the lottery when this email found you. I hope your dead relatives came back from the dead and they're not like zombies, they're super chill and they're super proud of you. They're so proud of you. I hope that happened when this email found you. Anyway, please find this Excel sheet attached below. You know, that's what I think about when I'm writing an email. That. And now I am off to campus. So I am tutoring a practical today, now, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to take you along for that due to like the Poppy Act and such things. But yeah, in terms of practicals and my preparation for practicals, it varies greatly based off the course, the lecturer, what the lecturer provides you with. I've had lecturers who will give you a script to read through, you know, say this exact thing at this exact time, do this exact activity at this exact time. I've had other lecturers who give you nothing and just let you freestyle, you know, really no preparation at all. You just kind of go in and wing it. In terms of practical activities, that also varies a lot. Sometimes it's leading students around campus, performing activities. Sometimes it's sitting in a room and staring at each other. But today's practical is going to be more of a seminar discussion type of thing. It's quite exciting. The students really react nicely to the course material. They're very passionate about it. So it's very easy to get them to engage, not just with me, but with each other. It's genuinely a dream. That can be quite rare, you know, to have students actively asking questions, answering questions, posing ideas, opinions, all of that. You know, a lot of the time, it's just students just staring at you and you staring at them. And I do not blame them for that, because I used to do that, and I still do that in meetings and things. But yeah, I'm very excited for it. I really enjoy these practicals. The students are really interesting. The nice thing about practicals and tutorials is getting to engage with the students, getting to understand how they're engaging with the material. I have been through all the readings, I've been through the lecture materials, I've been through their assignments. I'm going to be providing them with feedback, seeing what they need a bit more help with, and yeah, it's a lovely thing. Getting to know the students it's a pleasure. It's a real pleasure. But my practical is not here. I just came here for a nice place to shoot this, so I'm going to literally sprint to my practical venue now. It's time to toot. So while I have been a student at Wits for for 6 years. I've actually been coming here since I was a small child. My dad would bring my little brother and I to play tennis on the tennis courts down there. The tennis courts behind this fence, which didn't exist then. I can't get to the tennis courts, but they do exist. They are there. I'm not making this up for clout or whatever. He would bring us, and my little brother and I would run around the perimeter of this field pitch. I don't know what sport is played here, but we would run around the edge in front of this massive lawnmower car thing, and we would jump out right at the end, jump out of the way right at the end, feeling like we were Tom Cruise. I don't think we knew who Tom Cruise was, but we thought we were cool. We thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And you can't do that at 24, though I've tried. People don't find it cute anymore. But my brother and I would have all these weird games we would play, none of which involved the tennis court. I don't know why my dad brought us. We barely played any tennis. We would just mess around everywhere but the tennis court. It was very fun. It's a very sentimental place. I mean, I've been at Wits for 6 years, so I've made memories at every part of the campus. But this especially is it's very sentimental. I mean, I was a child when I used to come here, with my family. I don't come here very often, because if you've been here and you know where this is located, then you probably know what it smells like most of the time. But I thought I'd come here after my practice, remember everything and just chill out for a bit. It's a really beautiful day, and I just wanted to remind myself that Wits has been with me for a very long time, and it will continue to be with me for a bit longer. I don't know how long. I can't predict the future. But it's a lovely place. The entire campus, very, very sentimental. I have just gone back from campus. It is 10 to 6, and I'm gonna have dinner and then get back into working. I'll be working on the discussion chapter, actually writing it. I'll be doing some marking, and I will be working on the music that you will hear in this vlog. That's one of the ways I tend to de-stress, usually just by messing around with music and stuff, but this time it's got a purpose. It's going to be used in this. You've already heard it. I haven't, but you have. So yeah. So I am about to show you. You have the absolute pleasure of witnessing me doing what I do best, which is not to say it's what I do well. It's just what I do best compared to all the things I do, and that is playing music. This is what I do to relax and de-stress. It is my favorite hobby, if not my only. Hey, it's me from the future. There were some audio issues in the video, so I'm just jumping in to say what I said then. I love music. I love playing music. I think it is such a fun thing to do, just a great way to de-stress. I just do it as a hobby. I just noodle around, but it's amazing. I think humans, are naturally creative beings. We have a desire to create things. It's what's helped us get this far in life. And I think music is just a great way to tap into that. I thought it would be a fun creative experiment to try and make the music for this vlog, so I'm going to show you how I go about that. Anyway, enough from me. Let's get back to me. So my first idea doesn't even involve playing an instrument. It's just something I thought would be interesting to do, which is to use this. This is what plugs into the guitar, and when you touch it with your finger, is way so that sound reversed sounds like this. And that sounds horrible. Almost something, maybe. eventually will be something. Okay. Hi. I don't know if you can see anything. It doesn't look like you can see anything, but we are in my garden. We are outside. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to end the video out here. I don't know, I thought it would be cute or sweet, but it's mostly just cold. Um, I just wanted to take you out here to say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you if you've read my blogs. And just thank you to everyone who has been so kind and supportive to me over the course of my university career. It has been, I think, longer than most people's, but not as long as some's. But 6 years. I've said that multiple times through the video. You should know this by now, dear viewer. But I don't know. It's interesting. I think because of where I am in my journey, I'm reminiscing a lot. I didn't believe reminiscing was a word for a long time. I didn't think it was a real word. I thought it was some gibberish thing my dad would say, but to be funny. But yeah, I genuinely just want to say thank you to everyone. There's too many people to name. People I've known since first year who I'm still friends with. People I've met in postgrad who are so sweet and so kind. Professors, supervisors, family, friends, just everyone. My friend, the cashier at the sweet shop at Vits at the Matrix. I don't know your name. I don't think you'll ever watch this, but you light up my life, guy. You brighten up my day every time I see you, dude. But no, truly, honestly, thank you so much. It has been the most wonderful, most transformative experience. I'm a very different man from who I was in first year, you know? Some of the most important people in this journey sadly aren't here anymore, but I hope that they would have been proud, you know? I think I've done a lot. I've done a lot more than I expected to. I've gone a lot further than I ever thought I would. And that's very cool. I've just been reflecting on that a lot. So thank you to everyone who made that possible. Thank you to everyone who was just around. Sorry, I don't know what that is. But thank you, truly and honestly. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for subscribing. Or else. so, so dumb.